Good morning. It is Saturday and got a little bit of scraping to do on a road and some mulch moving. There's a new Bush Hog 84-inch box scraper on the back. Tested it out some on this road yesterday and it was awesome with the Top and Tilt kit. Absolutely love it. So we're actually going to work with that today, but for mom and dad, you'll notice for reference, here's the bridge. And the last video we did was the going out to the right, heading back towards Swannanoa. We'll still all be in Swannanoa, but this time, Mom, we're going to the left when you come out of the driveway and heading up through the valley a little bit. So we'll be on the road for a little bit, but not too far. Pretty dry, so enjoy. Else's point of reference, it's a little bit louder, I hope you can hear, but up ahead, the mountains you see kind of over to the left a little bit, that is where the Tree Reservoir is, the Tree Dam. It's a really nice valley through here, but a beautiful view of the mountains coming up through here. You see some flood damage to the right. That took out quite a bit there during the last flood, but we're pointing to the crossing that held up through the flood, but it really took it out. The property we're working on is to the left here. You see the lakes. There's a school here. But we're going to start on a drive right up here on the left and start working in towards the gate we have to open. So enjoy the work. And if you notice behind me too, that's my friend Dustin. He's going to be flying the drone a little bit today, and just kind of actually showing him some stuff on the tractor too. Road is in not bad shape at all, really. A few potholes. We're just going to straighten the whole thing, smooth it out, and we do have some drainage things we're going to address a little bit later on. We want to see how the road is canted. Some things need to adjust it just a little bit. Some places we want to put a crown in the road, like a 4-degree crown to let water shed off, helps keep some of the washboards out, and a few other little techniques to maintain a gravel road. And I'll show you some really good references as well that will kind of help if you want some reference for your gravel road, what you need to do, or some ideas for it. We got some good stuff. A lot of the references I use. So. doing now is get used to this top and tilt kit. It really is awesome. Actually, we can throttle down a little bit. One of the things that we can do here with it, you can see the side to side, the tilt, all that lets you adjust this a little bit. I'm going to get a little more aggressive here in a little bit. We'll see how hard packed this is, but generally it goes good. Let me tilt it towards me a little bit. There we go. Okay, we're going to turn it to the left up here and opening this gate. So we'll get out and pause for a second. Stop and get rid of a few leaves here. Separate a little bit of this bad leaf stuff. Things they want us to do besides just smoothing the road is there's that gravel lot to the left that we just passed. They want a little bit of that gravel used to fill up this, what's in front of us, a little bit more to bring it better transition to this concrete up here. That is going to cause a little more drainage issue to the right side because we want water to get over there, but that's another drainage thing that we have some solutions planned for. They've got a lot of projects just kind of cool and, you know, ready to go, but I think what I'll do is I'm going to stop this pea gravel short. I'll turn around and we'll get some, next turn back, we'll get some of the gravel pulled. Now this is something I'm getting used to here too, is I've never had a spinner on a tractor. But I've had some rib injuries and shoulder issues, clavicle, several things over here, so actually trying to keep my shoulder low like this is helping quite a bit. So far I like it. Yeah, we're going to smooth back out to the road and back, just try to make continuous passes. We'll do this a few times. Let it build up, collect, transfer, probably dump some off up here ahead on the right where you see it dip, because that's just going to hold water. That's not good. And you can imagine driving on that, it's another dip when you're driving, so we'll see if we can get a little bit pulled up to that edge there. I'm actually going to go to the center here. See that stuff starting to actually move over a little bit. It's just flowing to the right, so we're going to let it do that. Take from this center a little bit. You can see it at the back how it's wanting to flow that direction, which is good. It's taking that crown off a little bit. I'm going to feather this up there, let that taper off, and it'll take off again. This is a pretty new road, less than a year, so it's been just packed down. I'm not really sure what type of a base was put under it, whether it's ballast, fabric, anything like that with it, but looks like it's done pretty good. It's in a good spot. It's a good route for them in and out of here. Yeah, we're looking good. We'll go ahead and speed up just a little bit. This is a lot smoother here. Pull this wider a little bit than it is now, but it's kind of a dip there at the fence gate. You can definitely see the difference in the height now. Like there's a little bit of a crown in the road, but that's just because of settling, not from design, it appears. We're going to be filling this in. It actually has a nice cant towards the drainage that side, so that's a good start for this road, staying stable for a long time. Yeah, we're looking good behind us. To do it relatively slow. If you try to kind of overspeed it and go too fast, the blade, the box will start kind of bouncing a little bit more. What I like to do is actually get the material in the box, and that pulls down some weight. It gets a smoother kind of a run. It keeps the box from bouncing as much, but it'll take a couple runs to loosen up enough material before that happens. So you'll start seeing the next transition. We'll probably make at least two more runs on this. Let me get my steering wheel there. There we go. Not used to tilt steering either. Very nice. Definitely want to maintain the whole curve. Now, something you can see that's happening out towards the road. See where it's crumbling a little bit? That is from that tire transition coming off of a lower berm a little bit onto pavement repetitively with the vehicle. and plus just the way the berm is designed here. But we'll try to fill that in a little bit, and it's the States Road over there. But yeah, you get closer, you can see what the dip is there. Be very careful out near the road here. Maybe turn hard another direction if you need to, but I'm going to try to carry this out to the road actually. Not a lot there. I'll take a couple more before we get enough to pull in there. And it is time to get the glasses off here. Tilt the box a little bit more towards the right side. And I'm still getting used to this top and tilt. Other one. Other way. There we go. Now you should start seeing that box start to even out as it builds. There we go. Now what I can do with that tilt, left to right, be able to cant it, is if I want, if the road's flat and I want it to tilt a direction, I can put a little more pressure on one side or the other, whichever way you want to tilt. Or you can do it from either side. Tilt to the right, going this way, tilt to the right, heading back out, and put a mild, that 4-degree like crown in the road if that's what we need in a place. But used to have to get out on the tractor and, you know, walk out and adjust the arms, adjust the can of it by hand, lock the nut back in. So far, I'm glad I spent money on the top and tilt kit. That's going to be a winner. You can see we picked up a lot of leaf litter, vegetative matter, along with the gravel at first, and it just starts. You get that bundle of leaves and vegetative matter building up in the blade. It doesn't get down to the gravel. It just starts skimming across it. But now we've got enough weight of material in it. I want to keep that material in the box blade for the entire way going back to the other side. And then we'll do the thing coming back. Now if this was on a hill, I would actually, you know, with this tractor I can scrape uphill. That's very nice. I want to take material at the top. It usually gets washed down, you take it back and so on. But here we're just going back and forth on this section. This is going to be really nice when we're done. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do to come off this straight path here in a little bit is I've got that dip off to the left. I am going to go ahead and take some of this material over to that side a little bit and let it taper off. So I'm going to get right before this edge. The tractor is going to be tilting to the left. So what I'm going to do here is tilt just like that. Tilt in that direction. I want it to go off to the left side. You see how it's spilling off to the left now. Nice. Okay, top and tilt. Alright, I'm past it. Get back into a normal kind of a scrape. A little bit too high. I want to lose more material. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. way to the concrete this time. I'm going to get a little bit of... skip the beginning part. Actually, let me feather this a little bit with the bucket so we don't have a bump when we come through the next time. But I'm not going to pull material away from here because we're trying to bring some. So I think I'll start past it. Hey, look, there's Dustin. He is flying away. Alright, so we're going to go back down, say right after this crest. See how it's laying. That's okay, that's good. Go over this now. I don't want to take too much from the middle and bring over. I think just about where I'm good with it enough, and I'll pull some of that gravel to our right over to smooth that. So we're just going to focus on planing and smoothing right now. Things I like to do too, everybody does all their own little nuances, but you can get really fixated. This is so satisfying, straightened roads or doing tractor work, and you get very focused on exactly this space with the tractor. But I like to get my head out of the game every 3 to 5 seconds or so, like a lot of other emergency stuff, but to scan around. If I just take a second, just like you're in a vehicle, and scan around, I can see if somebody's coming down this driveway to the left, or I don't know, a cougar or something, I don't know, whatever, coming out, it's a hazard, seeing a car behind me, just anything else, just scan around a little bit, make sure you're not too tunnel visioned on the fun part of the tractor part. I think that's a safety issue a little bit. Oh, we're looking great. Feather this to the right camp. One of the things I am going to do is I want to put a flow control on that. There's so much movement with each position of the lever, and I want really just some more minute slow movements, but there's not a control in line so far to do that with. So that'll be an add-on, but you just figure out what works for the way you do work, and we'll make it better. Alright, so back out now. We've got some material to take out into this dip here in the road. So kind of a very difficult view to the left here. I don't like this. So you can see a little bit there. Some of this. What I want to do is get my box blade right on the pavement. Anything fill is going a level between the pavement. Yeah, we're way out. I forgot how long this. Getting used to a bigger box scraper. Not going to cant it or anything. Really, we got the weight of the box blade now. Just let it do its job. So now it's time to go get some of this gravel in this lot and pull it towards that transition to raise it up a little bit. I don't know why I like saying transition. It's a cool word. But I'm going to take this in single pass collections from this lot. They don't really use this for a lot yet. They'd rather use this gravel. Some of this gravel. Actually, I think this is actually pretty deep. So we're just going to start back here. We'll take from another spot on the next one. But yeah, we'll have a lot full. And I think if we take this diagonal across this lot, this is going to do this so good. Even this up with the road. It's more of an even pull off. Bring it all forward. Just barely let it out. There we go. Start dumping out a little bit early. We filled up this side just a little bit. for a second. Really like backblading much. It's just a different way you're putting pressure on the 3-point ditch, but some medium light, I'm okay with it, but I don't like to do any heavy pushing with the backfill blade. Bring one more scrape. The rest of this we're just going to do with a bucket, because it's going to be leaving a mark. So we're just going to smooth this, let this go for a while, see how they like that transition. Should be good, way better than before. Took a big dip out of there. All the cars come through here with the drop off and pick up for kids in a line. This should help any low riding cars too, coming over that little bump. When I turn around up here, we'll get a little bit of this material at the mailboxes, but I think when I turn around, I'll get a little bit of material, help their neighbors there with that little transition to their pavement. Just maybe a little bit of material there would be nice for them. Box blade going out in the road on that curve. Good. Alright, I'm just going to go hand kick, not hand kick, let's do foot kick. A little bit of gravel there. I'll just keep scraping the heck out of it with the bucket. No sense to rub the metal that much, so I'm just going to go kick some rocks out of the road. We're just about done. take their neighbors there. A little bit of material to transition that. We'll have one more scrape coming out, and I'll put some material in this mailbox. It's kind of mushy there. Clean up the road, and we're done. One more and get on the left side of their piece there. That looks better.